Hi, good evening from Florida. Hope everybody is having a good night. And thank you for joining me on my very first broadcast on A1R Radio and Moonstruck TV. I hope everyone is having a great night. And because it's my first time here, I'm just going to start off with a little about myself. I am a healer and I practice outside of most modalities and I just use what comes through. It is a gift that I received from the divine, and I'm just excited to share it with you tonight. Um, just so everybody knows, this work doesn't affect everybody, and everybody experiences it differently. If you want to look up what the difference is, please go to my website, which is robincheyney.com, and it'll kind of list what you can expect or if you experience anything. Um, but if you allow the healing, it will do its best to heal you in whatever situation you want or that you're going through, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. And since we have such a short time tonight, let me go ahead. I'm just gonna run healing on the full collective. And so whoever's here and then whoever watches it later. And if I get any messages, I will go ahead and pass those on. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm nervous. It's my first time. Please be gentle. Okay, so those who are here and those who are here watching the replay, please get into a very um, comfortable position. And let me just give you a few seconds to get comfy. And on the count of three, let's take a deep breath in. So 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in and release. Let's do that one more time on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in and release. Okay, so I'm just going to start running energy. Now, I can't hear anybody or see anybody. So, just so you know, this energy has a consciousness. And if you want it to stop, tell it to stop, it will stop immediately. Free will is paramount to it. So it's not going to do anything you don't want it to do. Okay. However, if you do want it to heal, it's going to heal on so many different levels. And you don't always notice it immediately. Sometimes it takes a couple weeks for it to like come to fruition. So just be on the lookout, all right? All right, here we go. Everybody comfortable? And it is, since I don't have any feedback, it's a little interesting. And I'm also dealing with people who will be here now and people who will be here later. So the messages may or may not make sense to you, or it may make sense to many people if I get any. So we'll just have to see. Mm. I am feeling I am feeling a lot of anxiousness from somebody. This is a woman, and she feels like she's in her 40s, around 45, mid 40s. Lighter colored hair. We've seen green shorts, so she might see have green shorts on. But anyway, there's a lot of anxiety around a situation. It feels like a romantic situation where there's just a lot of anxiety and the heart is being affected. So, um, and honey, let's get this here. I don't feel like you are being treated properly. And I don't know if you have the self-assurance to find somebody that will treat you better. And I'm so sorry that you have those wounds. I'm so sorry you have those wounds. And I'm so sorry that this gentleman is playing on those wounds. It's not fair to you. Definitely not fair to you. So let's see if we can help ease that anxiety and start healing that heart and start building your self-worth and your self-confidence. You may also notice that I do a lot of work with my eyes closed. Sometimes my eyelids will flicker, sometimes not. And I see this wound. I'm going back to the same woman. that we're working on, that I'm working on. Um, oh, honey, just a sad. It's just so sad. I want you to love yourself enough to treat yourself with to so other people treat you with respect. I hear like, but I love him. I love him. Think of this as, what if your daughter came to you in this situation? What advice would you give her? Or your son? What advice would you give your children on this? And then try to follow that beautiful advice that you would give them for yourself. Okay. Still working on you. It's coming up through your neck. And this stems like your just lack of confidence, lack of self-worth. It comes from when you were much younger, like much younger, where you weren't able to express your voice. And when you did try to speak up, you were silenced. And I'm so sorry about that. And it was kind of a, oh, like it was very much it was like I keep hearing like a dictatorship, and you seem to be very scared around this time, and you kind of walked on eggshells, so to speak. Oh, honey. And so you were never able to individuate, right? To discover yourself because you were so busy protecting yourself, and your young brain did what it could to survive in those situations, and it didn't have the capacity or the facilities that an older brain would have. So your young brain, we're talking 6 years old, 4 years, 6 years, 6 years old, it just did what it could to protect itself. And it feels like you went inward. You went silent on the outside and you went inward. And I can see you like under your blankets on your bed, like with a flashlight and like pretending you were somebody else. And I think you had some dolls or some stuffed animals, and you would be the queen of your castle. You would be the princess or the queen, and you would you did a lot of make believe. You had a wonderful imagination for a while, but then I feel like the imagination was kind of squashed as well. So I'm so sorry. But we are doing what we can to heal this heartbreak of yours and this anxiety of yours, because it's so hard to walk around feeling so unsure and having validation coming from somebody else. We want that beautiful validation that you have for others. We want you to give that to yourself. We want you to feel secure in yourself. And it's so sad that you weren't taught that you weren't given those opportunities. But now you're older, and now you can learn, and now you can protect yourself, right? How beautiful of an opportunity that is. All right. Now, I'm not just working with this woman. We have light going to the collective. So whoever's here now and whoever will be watching later is also getting healing. But I was just drawn to that one woman who was having such a hard time. Oh, so much anxiety. I wish you could like feed your body to help I'm sorry, I can't think of the word. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. um to help, feed the adrenal glands so they're not going, because they're pumping so much adrenaline into your body. It's not the greatest for your liver. So doing things to calm yourself, and let this light here calm you. And you can come back and watch this over and over and over, and this light will continue to help you calm, okay? To continue to help you heal in whatever way. And it will change up each time you come, depending on what you need that day. So if you're open, just rewatch this. And for the other people that are here, actually, ooh, I feel some gentlemen too. Just a couple men, a couple females, not very many. But I'm really excited about this. I think later on, like a year or so, people are going to come back and watch this. My very first A1A radio show. How exciting. Now I'm just working with the collective here. I feel like other people who watch this like later on, months after this, I feel like some of them will identify also with this, the adrenaline and the anxiety that comes with the broken heart of not being able to trust your partner, or if your partner's coming home, and it's just heartbreaking, right? And every day you live with that anxiety over and over and over, and it can really do damage to your body. So I hope they are also here accepting this healing, accepting this divine light. I call it light because it looks like light to me as it's moving around people's bodies and energies and homes and situations. And in my experience, it is truly the light of God. Mm, that feels good. Now I'm going to get a little more intense. And something just released. Mm. Oh, wonderful. Now I'm going up into the head because we have thought patterns that just get lost in that perpetual negative loop. So I don't know if I have time, but I think I have another minute or so. And I'm going to try to stop these thought patterns, heal the divots, not the divots, but I'm so sorry, I can't think of the word. Like the ditches that are like the routes, right? There's like ditches built in the thought patterns. I want to try to lift those, to try to heal those, so that your thought patterns don't get stuck in the circular motion and they start becoming more healthy. Because we don't want that negative loop to continue, because it just is torturous. And again, honey, I'm so sorry that you're experiencing this. And anybody who is experiencing this, I'm so sorry. We want to work on healing those wounds. And healing those thought patterns